the snake pit. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, there is some intrigue to this matchup between Michigan and Oregon. These are not teams that play often, but with this new revamped Big Ten, we are going to see this matchup more and more. What makes this really interesting is the history of Kyle Whittingham, the new Michigan head coach, against Oregon. He played them well and beat them often when he was the coach at Utah. We'll see if that adds a new little wrinkle into this matchup here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Ducks offense will take the field first. Dante Moore, he had a tough time getting anything started in that loss last time out. 3 interceptions and was sacked 4 times. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Throwing more. Fires to the wideout. The sure hands. It's Hooks. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Makes the grab inside the 30. He'll work his way down to the 28. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no...
Caught. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Ducks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Bringing the heat. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. So now on comes the field goal unit. He got it. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Michigan's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes Jordan Marshall. What a game he had in their last win. More than 200 yards and 4 trips to the end zone. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving. He's going for it all. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. Trying to escape and get it himself. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. The run inside. It's Marshall. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Might as well stick with him. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They might want to find a way to put it in drive and go forward. It's 3rd and 16. Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 45 on its way. And how about that run? A huge gain and the slide at the end. And the whistle blows as they bring out the trainers to have a look at an injured Duck. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Wide receiver going in motion. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Keeps it on the draw. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. He'll throw it quickly to the tight end. That'll be enough for the 1st down. And they'll the 48. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Running inside. It's Davison. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here's Moore to throw. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. After that sack, the offensive line better get its stuff together. Stuff, you know what I mean by stuff. 3rd down. Here's the pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And this defense doing what it does best. Get after the quarterback. That's their 3rd of the day. They're #1 in the nation at getting the quarterback on the ground. That's why they've had such a successful unit.
Catch is made at the 15. Makes a move. Bottled him up. Not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. On the direct snap, it's Bauer Nicolosi. Looking for his man in the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. He's going to take off. Took care of it himself. Across the 25, he's got room. There he goes. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense. They need 7 more yards to reach the end zone. It's 2nd and goal. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. This crowd knows when to bring it. Under fire. Lets it fly. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And with the field goal, we're tied here in the 2nd quarter. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Unloads quickly. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Moore. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these players.
Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Makes the grab in their space. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And I love the way they break on the football, swarm to the football. This is why you do it, because sometimes the ball comes out, the linebacker picks it up, and tell you what, the big fella shows some speed, takes it all the way back for 6.
And they knock through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. He'll bring it out. It's Bear. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just... Take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Dante Moore. Pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
What a heads-up play by the defensive end that time. He saw the ball thrown out to the right-hand side, and he just stopped his pass rush and rallied to the football and made the stop and gets 2 points.
On his way back from the 20. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it's slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They're dealing with a second and long. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Maybe some room here. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
Throwing, Underwood. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Underwood. Quarterback now breaking the field. Slings it downfield. Grabs it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. They'll try to race to the edge on 1st and goal with the wide receiver. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Now Oregon will call it 2nd timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? They'll try to power it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point extends the lead to 16.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
And he'll be brought down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Hauls it in. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The Ducks line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And there he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's fair. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We begin with Georgia taking on the number 5 team, the Missouri Tigers. And it's the Bulldogs with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. This ball club now stands at 6 wins. They've ensured themselves at the very least of a 500 regular season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game inside Autzen Stadium in Eugene. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Coming out with it, it's Chambers. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So here comes the Michigan offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Underwood steps to his left, out of the pocket. Takes a hit as he fires. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Gets the back moving. Again, it's Underwood. On the run, still looking. Throwing right. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Motion from the wide receiver. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on fourth down. Quarterback decides, let's think this fourth down play over, and he calls a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Punt is in the air. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. On the option. Now the toss. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Throwing more. Got his man. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Breaks into the open. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Moore will throw. Got his man out of the backfield. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Here's a heat. Makes the catch. Didn't get nearly enough done on 3rd down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Complete to the left. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Wolverines come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Moving out of the pocket. Firing to the right, complete. Hard running there. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Here's Underwood to throw. Looking to buy time. Got out of trouble and throws. Oh, he makes the catch. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. And the Wolverines have pushed it inside the 20. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal for this offense. Looking for a man, it's Underwood. Moves around to clear up the vision. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the punishment has been extended.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Moore with the play fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. off play action. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Here's Moore to throw. Working that left side now. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run it. It's Davison. Fights off a defender. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O's. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. They'll go play action with Moore. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off the boot, looking for his man. This time it's complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. In the gun on 3rd down, Moore. It's complete to the left. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. The Ducks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. And the offense about to dial up its 10th play of this drive. They send the tight end in motion. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to him. And he gets nothing. And this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line. The defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. And they'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000. But I like that they continue to fight.
And he made the extra point without problem. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the 4th quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game, it looks like.
Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield.
It's so much easier to play defense when you know where the quarterback's going to be. But when you got a guy that can move outside the pocket and make big plays like this, it's so hard. Do I bring a blitz here? Do I bring a blitz there? He continues to make big plays outside the pocket.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. Across the 25. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. Makes a got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan! And the stomping has commenced. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And they tacked on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Moore. They go to the wide receiver screen, and they're able to get him on the ground. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Moore, play action. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. 4th down, Moore. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Fighting off the defender. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bear. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The run inside. It's Davison. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Motion from the back. Dante Moore rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Ducks send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. No fair catches here, looking for room. Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. He now has 91 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Runs through a tackle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Marshall. Makes it past the marker. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. very impressive performance.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's fair. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Running inside, it's Davison. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not, and that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.